I returned to finish the mission. I did Shiyu defense stuff in the meantime and some dailies and
Only the brave will win. Ready and waiting.
raising Brimstone to 60. These guys are still pretty bare bones. I haven't fought the weekly boss, but I was able to redeem a bunch of the weekly boss mats through that one shop thing. Oh yeah, we're trying to stop the protest. Because they're protesting the wrong thing. But you have some stuff done. Who knows how long it'll take to finish that event thing.
Belle, you're back. I just finished analyzing the data on the flash drive. There's a list detailing who took the alleviating water and when. I cross-checked the list against the people who've fallen ill in the city. It turns out they were all early recipients of the alleviating water, which means the corruption outbreak wasn't random. The Exaltists planned it from the start.
I knew it! They've been waiting for this moment, using the outbreak to spread their influence and rally people into gathering to protest.
That's not all. I also found medicine distribution records from Dr. Lore. Turns out he was the one who contaminated the medicine from the beginning, making it ineffective and triggering the corruption outbreak. The corruption incident in the Hollow was just a test run. Several data observation points in the Hollow have also been marked out. I compared them with the documents from the mayor, and they line up exactly with the observation points that had issues. Those areas showed major miasma fluctuation too. I bet the Exaltists were setting something up in the Hollow. That's why they disrupted the observation data to cover their tracks.
Unbelievable. The Exaltists have been laying the groundwork in secret, using the miasma to mask their true objective. They even used us to infiltrate the abandoned areas to find evidence, then turned around and weaponized that to fuel protests against Porcolumex. These people are vile. Oh, can you help me check the current status of those spots with unusual miasma levels? I've got a feeling one of them might be where the Exaltists are hiding.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So I've checked those locations and narrowed it down to one site that stood out. If we head there now, we might be able to catch them.
Good. We've got them now. Thanks, Wise. I'll gather everyone and head into the Hollow right away.
What? You found their hideout? Awesome! It's finally time to storm in there and teach them a lesson!
Well done. Shifu made the right call putting you in charge of the plan.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
that everything's clear. It's time we give them a taste of their own medicine.
I like the way he delivered that.
Too bad Shifu can't come with us. Someone's got to stay behind to look after her, too. Senior, can you stay at Swabian Temple to watch over Shifu and Wise?
The only one with no
Okay.
obvious combat.
As much as I'd love to join in and help
Prowess.
take those bastards down, if that's your request, I'll stay.
Rest assured, Junior Shuyue.
So I like this guy.
I'll make sure to give him a few extra
He reminds me
punches
of
on your
Gregor,
behalf.
but with less trauma.
Today's reading is Be a Hero.
I can help you ward off. Allow me to watch over you.
Look who's coming. The person who's not coming.
Analysis of the abnormal data shows that the Exaltis hideout should be nearby. Careful, everyone. There may be an ambush.
Don't worry, we have the upper hand this time. It's time to teach those bad guys a lesson. Yinhu, let's work together and make sure no one slips through, especially Dr. Lore.
New
Got
music?
it, Senior. Leave it to me.
Must be nearby. We got.
Okay, now the main volume is a bit too loud. You know what? Put dialogue up. Leave SFX down.
Tougher than steel.
You know, I don't even think Jufufu is that necessary for Ziyuha. The panda is though. But I got the panda for free.
Leave this to me.
Finally! All clear. Where the heck are the Exaltus freaks hiding anyway?
Keep it down, Senior. You'll scare them off.
High entropy alloy.
Where's Dr. Lore hiding? I swear he's around here somewhere.
Wonder what that stuff's used
Just
for.
wait till I find him. He's gonna get what's coming to him.
Those are the Exaltist supplies.
Are we sure? They're just the same boxes we've been seeing everywhere.
Soar with the wind.
It's a trap.
Go on, struggle. Try this. All be for naught. The will of the Creator cannot be defied.
After everything we've done, you're still spouting this nonsense?
Don't waste your breath on this rotten egg, Senior. No, let's show them what we're made of.
Obliterate form and spirit.
Let's see how long you'll last.
Let me see what they're made of.
Allow me.
I'll take charge.
Spirit and form.
Great Overseer, please witness me. I've completed the mission you assigned to me. I've done even more than what you asked for. I will make this ceremony grander than anything you could have imagined.
The Overseer has spoken. Now is
Is that Rebecca? Or what's her face?
I hear. I understand. Overseer Mevarok.
Everrock?
Creator, in bearing witness to my refinement.
He's gonna
What are you doing?
poison himself.
May the Creator refine me. Great Overseer. One of our gathering points was taken out by Yunque's summit. But there's no need to worry. The rest of the preparations are complete.
Who's this
The
guy?
plan remains on track. With you here to guide us, the ritual is sure to
Do
succeed.
you think maybe one of the
Yes. Let's get started.
original Void Hunters
Through the Creator's refinement, can we bring true peace
is
to
an
all?
Exaltist guy?
True peace.
Or maybe even the teacher
I didn't
themselves?
think Dr. Lore would enter the miasma
Is that how
willingly
Bringer
and
got
get
corrupted?
And who was the great overseer he mentioned? Is there really a hidden mastermind in the Exaltists?
That seems to be the case. Dr. Lore was the one distributing alleviating water, but we've searched his residence and the hideout. We didn't find any equipment that could be used to make alleviating water. I suspect that their real hideout is elsewhere. Right now, our top priority is getting into the Hollow and evacuating the crowd. We can't let them fall victim to the Exaltist sacrifice ritual. And if it comes to the worst, we may need to take out all the Exaltists attending the ritual.
Agreed. But Shifu isn't here. Can we pull this off by ourselves?
Belle, Shifu's awake now. It seems like her condition has stabilized. She wants to know what's happening out here.
We don't have much time. I'll tell her.
Oh, wait, Belle. Shifu just got through a rough patch, so try to break it to her gently, okay? She's like a kitty that just got over a nasty cold. One wrong word and she might collapse again.
What? It reminds me of the Full Metal Alchemist sacrifice of the entire town.
Belle, how are things out there?
Create the big homunculus.
Shifu, you're awake. Are you feeling better? Don't worry about it. Just focus on resting for now.
That won't be necessary. I'm mostly recovered. Don't dodge my question, Belle. What's happening? The Exaltists are still trying to manipulate the workers, aren't they?
Yeah. We shut down one of their hideouts in the Hollow, but it looks like they still have people elsewhere. Dr. Lore was lost to the miasma, but someone higher up, a so-called overseer, was behind him the whole time. The protest against Tops will be starting soon. I'm just worried they'll trick even more people into gathering in the Hollow, only to sacrifice them as part of their ritual.
From the look on your face, that's not the whole story, is it? No need to hold back. Speak your mind.
Dr. Lore said their overseer knows about Yunque Summit. He even mentioned the time Yunque Summit nearly lost everyone trying to save people during the fall of the old capital. And he said a lot of people know what alleviating water does to them, but they keep taking it just to relive their past. He said trying to stop the ritual is pointless. Shifu, don't let it get to you. He even walked into the miasma and let himself get corrupted. He had completely lost his mind.
That's enough. Yunque Summit sacrificed an entire generation of disciples to save those in the disaster, but we failed to care for them afterward. And that failure led us here. We mishandled it. It was a mistake on our part. Belle, do you remember what I told you before? About the former High Preceptor Yizhang? My sister?
I remember.
My sister and I grew up as orphans on the streets, begging and digging through trash to survive. But even in the most difficult of times, we never left each other behind. We'd promised we'd live a good life someday, and see the world together. But after we joined Yunque Summit, everything changed. It was all because of the Qingming Sword.
The Qingming Sword? What's that?
It's Yunque Summit's most prized relic. A blade that grants its wielder the ability of a Void Hunter for a short duration. Some gifted wielders can even push past that limit briefly. Every High Preceptor receives the sword as a symbol of their position.
There's something that powerful? I'm sure it must come with a cost.
You're right. It comes with severe side effects. Wielding it for too long will strip away your memories and your senses. And in the end, your life itself. That's how my Shifu died, overusing the sword during a dangerous mission.
Losing your senses and memories? That's a high price to pay.
When Yizhang became High Preceptor and received that sword, we made a promise that we wouldn't make the same mistake. That's why she and I began researching techniques based on the Qingming Sword to suppress its side effects. She became busier with her duties as High Preceptor, but every rune, every line in this talisman, we drew them together. She told me, as long as the Qingming bird is by my side, it's like she's with me too. She also promised that she would never act like our Shifu. She wouldn't sacrifice herself in exchange for the lives of other.
The bird and the sword of the same name.
However, when the old capital fell, she broke that promise. When the old capital fell, she pushed herself past the brink, fighting with everything she had to protect the people of Eridu. By the time I reached her, she had exhausted every bit of energy in her. Yet, she still wielded her sword to save those in distress. Until her very last breath, I could only stand there and watch her die right in front of me. After the wielder dies, the sword's power goes berserk and affects everything in its vicinity. My last memory of her, she turned to me with a vacant look in her eyes and asked, "Who are you?" My sister had completely forgotten me. I'm so sorry. When I was consumed by the miasma, I kept reliving that moment again and again. In my memories, she was always staring at me with that empty look in her eyes and muttering that same question, asking who I was. My sister said something to me in her final moments, but I was hit by the Qingming sword's power surge. I can't remember what she said. Sometimes, I really wish I knew what she said to me, and I'll never know if she felt any regret before she passed. What she did broke my heart. It was devastating. She abandoned me only to meet a dark and tragic end. Was it really worth it? But then, when I recently returned to Waifei Peninsula, I saw them. The people my sister had saved. They're struggling, barely scraping by, but despite their hardships, I saw smiles and hope on their faces. This hope, it came from her. She gave everything to make it possible. I still don't understand why she abandoned me and broke our promise.
Oh, that's just not spoken.
But now, I know one thing. I can't let down the people she saved.
Do you mean?
Gather everyone and have them meet me at the entrance of Swabian Temple. It's time to put an end to this.
Everyone! A bunch of workers went into the hollow to join the protest. I tried to talk them out of it, but no one would listen. Rumors are spreading about me being bribed by Porcelumix. No one trusts me anymore. At this point, we're all that's left.
Darn it! I knew there was a mastermind in the Exaltists. Even though Dr. Lore is gone, their plan is still in motion.
What do we do? Should we try to sneak into the gathering and stop them? But Shifu's not doing too well now.
Senior, calm down. Shifu wants us to meet her at the entrance of Swabian Temple.
And finally afford to clean the garbage.
Hey, Belle. How's it going? Have you settled in at Swabian Temple?
Yeah, It's nice and quiet.
I'm glad to hear that. But speaking of quiet, I should probably give you a heads up.
Oh? How come?
Not guests. A construction crew. I did a ton of research beforehand and decided to hire...
Belobog Industries!
Huh? What's that?
Nope. They're Salt.
Huh, that's funny. Their project manager said the exact same thing earlier.
Whoa! Belle? What are the odds? So what are you doing here? Business trip? Sightseeing? And what's with the outfit? You totally look like a tourist. Are you staying at their guest house? And, where's Wise, by the way?
Wait, Anton? That's a lot of questions all at once.
My bad. I got a little excited there. Just didn't expect to bump into you like this after arriving on Wi-Fi.
This is Anton from Belobog Industries.
Of course! We go way back! Wait, you know each other too?
Yeah! Belle is my junior.
Junior?
Roleplay.
Nope. I'm actually training here to become a mystic.
Whoa, for real? Not gonna lie, that sounds kind of fun. Ah, well, you focus on your training then and leave the construction stuff to us.
All right, we'll leave the temple to you then.
You got it! Trust me, we'll get the job done without disturbing your training one bit.
Folks from Belobog Industries sure have a lot of energy.
They've always been super enthusiastic.
In that case, I guess I've got nothing to worry about on the...
Got any plans for today? A good meal always makes for a good start.
Let's stay on target.
Shifu, are you all right?
I'm fine. There's no need to worry. Belle told me what happened. Dr. Lore was telling the truth. When the old capital fell, the 12th High Preceptor Yizhang led the disciples into the Hollow on a rescue mission. But only I survived. We've already sacrificed too much to save others. And now, we stand at the same crossroads once again. The Exaltus Overseer has been scheming in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. If I lead Yunque's summit into the Hollow recklessly, we will be caught up in a fierce battle. Some disciples may even lose their lives trying to save those in the Hollow. Yunque's summit will not make the same mistake. We will not pay that same devastating price again.
Shifu, are you saying we're just going to sit here and do nothing?
Ishan Shifu, please, you have to help them. Yeah! Please, don't abandon us!
No, you misunderstand me. I won't repeat the mistakes of the former High Preceptor. If the situation takes a turn for the worse, all disciples are to evacuate the Hollow immediately. Only I will remain to fight. I, Yixuan, the 13th High Preceptor, will carry on the will of my predecessor. I will do everything to eradicate the Exaltus and restore peace to Waifei Peninsula. On the night of the old capital's fall 11 years ago, Yunque's summit answered the call and left the mountain to save lives. We did it then, and tonight, we shall do it again.
Belle, I'm at the site, and I've told everyone about the situation. I managed to get some of them to leave, but there are still a few stubborn ones who won't listen. Think of a way to win their trust. Belle, there's a lot of miasma coagula around here. I suspect the Exaltists are behind them. They must be hiding something.
Yeah, Wise is right. There's something wrong with the miasma in this area. How about we clear out the miasma around here?
Got it. I'm counting on you. There might be Exaltists nearby. Be careful, everyone.
Something's going on up ahead. Ethereals! Watch out!
To the skies! Obliterate form and spirit. Abdicrit!
That gave me a scare! Those ethereals were trying to ambush us!
Looks like there's someone over there.
We cleared out a lot of miasma. Wise, how are things on your end?
Nothing so far. And I haven't seen any Exaltists. Something feels off. Maybe they're hiding and preparing for the ritual?
That's very likely. The miasma around here is way off. The Exaltists must be behind it. We'll keep clearing out the miasma and investigating the area.
Don't worry. I'll let you know if anything happens.
Should be all good now.
Soar with the wind. The person just now said there's something dangerous around here. I kinda want to see it for myself. Is this the danger they were talking about?
This one is kind of tricky.
Wait a sec. Why are there more and more of them? Must be her. She's drawing them in. I've got this. All right then. Let's take her out first.
What exactly are the Exaltists planning?
The tiger has arrived.
Looks like they're setting up some kind of ritual. It's over there. Watch out for the miasma.
Careful. There's a lot of... there's a heavy stench of miasma in the air. Maybe we'll find some clues up ahead. There should be a
These obstacles. I believe we can remove them using the disintegration technique. Soar with the wind. Let me give it a shot. Watch out! A bunch of ethereals are heading this way.
Let me see what you're made of!
Yeah. It's like something's hidden in the miasma around here. Your fate is sealed. Let's make this quick. Swift yet still. Release.
Give them a chance.
Allow me, Fufu.
Good. That's the last of them.
Soar with the wind.
Found it! It's here!
Belle, the miasma around here seems to be thinning out. Is everything okay on your end?
We've already cleared out the surrounding miasma coagula, but the clues we've gathered so far aren't enough.
Master, an abnormal area has been detected nearby.
Energy signals? Maybe the Exaltists placed something over there.
Okay, please be careful.
Around here. Seems to have dissipated.
Be careful, you guys. There's a lot of miasma coagula here.
It looks kinda gross. I definitely don't want to touch it.
We gotta rescue the rest of them and stop the Exaltists.
Yeah, it's time to teach them a lesson.
Let's find that basement first.
Doesn't look like any of the Exaltists are around. Where did these creeps go? Are they off preparing for the Creator's, gathering? Or was it a feast?
Leave it to me. Soar with the wind.
Neither. I think they called it the Creator's Refinement.
I think we can go that way. Everyone watch out!
Your behavior won't be tolerated! The time is right! Crank up the heat!
An opening. I think this needs a key card. Let's have a look around.
Faster than force.
Hello? Something weird over there.
Soar with the wind.
These are experiment logs for the medicine? What in the world are the Exaltists up to? Is this a report on turning live animals into miasma?
Animals into miasma? That's horrible!
Wait, those refugees from earlier, were they all test subjects? So they're holding this ritual to turn all of those people into miasma?
Belle, I got your video message. It's just as we thought. The Exaltists hit a large amount of miasma at the gathering site. I'm showing everyone the video now. It's time to show them the truth behind this gathering. Once they see it for themselves, they'll be willing to leave the Hollow.
Great. I'll leave the evacuation to you.
Cool! Once we get everyone out of there, we can go all in and give those Exaltist creeps what they deserve!
That's great, Belle. They're finally willing to evacuate.
Soar.
I'll guide them out of the Hollow, leaving the rest to you.
There was a key card in that lab report folder. Maybe it can get the elevator working.
I hear something. Or am I just imagining it?
The Exaltist's basement. Feels like something spooky might pop out.
It's Resident Evil. It's a
Don't
bioweapon.
put that evil on me, Junior! Why would you say something like that?
No, I'm just saying. That's just...
Careful! That material looks kinda off!
This kind of comes in the basement.
They look so weird! Is it a monster created by those Exaltist freaks?
Careful, Senior. This one looks pretty tough.
Out of
Let me see what you're made of. Break it through.
I'll lend you my claws!
Purge corruption, restore clarity.
Finally took care of that one. Fairy, can you shut down this lab?
Shut it down.
Master, we need to shut down this facility.
I just asked you to do that, Fairy. Daily limit reached.
Nearby.
Good to know.
You can disable it to cut the power to the area.
Okay, let me see where the circuit is. All right, the power's been cut. Looks like this might be an Exaltist bait.
Really?
Don't worry, Fufu. As long as we stay together, the monsters won't get the chance to pick us off one at a time like it's...
Don't say stuff like that! Let's hurry up, investigate what we need to.
To the side.
Apparently, bird mode auto collects.
This device looks kinda weird.
The miasma around us vanished. Anyway, what's this weird thing for?
Is it an injector? Yeah, there seems to be a needle in there.
This thing has miasma residue in it.
Right. Maybe the Exaltists are using this to control the miasma, but this is not the time to analyze it. We can get the mayor's help to study this thing when we get back.
How many people have the Exaltists fooled?
Soar with the wind.
Gotta stop that ritual before they hurt anyone else.
That's the last of them. Everyone holding up okay? To the skies!
That looks pretty fucked up.
You are just in time. The ceremony has just begun.
Ah, this must be the weekly boss.
Creator's will. It's no more than a petty excuse for you to deceive the world. Yet still, clear yet murky.
Still, clear yet murky. Yin and Yang.
Let's finish her off while we got the chance.
Tell your creator to watch carefully. Clear yet murky. The assault's machinations end here. Be quiet! Don't speak with her voice!
Your talent will become a weapon that can protect everyone. You'll go further than all of us.
You're nothing but an illusion!
Stranger.
Is this a dream?
Please, tell my sister.
Or a memory?
Her big sister isn't selfless, nor great. If I don't put an end to this disaster tonight, my Yishan will be shattered along with Eridu.
Yizhang.
What I'm doing isn't to save the world. It's just to save her. My Yishan. Live on. This is our promise.
Sis, I never thought I'd understand you like this and walk the same path.
I'm the 13th generation High Preceptor of Yunque Summit, Yixuan. I shall wipe out all evil!
Damn.
The time is right. Crank up the heat!
Purge corruption, restore clarity. Obliterate form and spirit.
To be honest, I'm sure those look a lot like this golden ether power.
Cycle of yin and yang. Scatter. Purge corruption, restore clarity. Swift yet still. As decreed. Evil shall be purged. Break.
Mask comes off, or they just melt into a puddle. Okay, that's fine. Well, the weekly boss wasn't a huge ass spoiler like the Bringer fight or the Pompeii fight.
We finally defeated the Overseer! Eric, how are those people who attended the gathering?
We just met those people who made it out of the Hollow. They said they saw the Exaltists preparing for a strange ritual when they were evacuating. Everyone finally believes us. Those who drank the alleviating water are getting medical checkups right away to see if their health has been affected. Porcelumix said they'll cover the cost. Everyone in Waifei Peninsula owe Yunquay Summit our thanks for preventing a major catastrophe. You saved all of us again.
Yeah. Without your help, our friends would have died in the Hollow.
Thank you, Mystics from Yunquay Summit. If you'd like, we can make you a special signboard. No, we'll make you a custom silk banner.
I want to join Yunquay Summit. Do you need someone to sweep the floors? I'm great at cleaning.
Hang on. Calm down.
Fufu, let me teach you a technique to handle situations like this.
Run away.
A technique? What technique?
Observe.
Shifu, are you okay? I know everyone is excited, but Shifu is exhausted from fighting in the Hollow. She needs some rest.
Sorry, we were a little worked up. All right, everyone. Let's take care of the rest of our business first.
Everyone's so enthusiastic. So Shifu's technique is faking illness. Well, at least we can get a proper break.
Not yet. We can't let our guard down. The Exaltists had their roots deep here. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more trouble ahead. We've resolved the immediate crisis.
Shifu is right. We still have many questions left unanswered. We don't know anything about the underground research facility. Feels like this is just the beginning.
Don't you worry. We won't sit back and let the Exaltists do as they please. I don't care if it's the Overseer or anyone else.
Shifu, Damien is calling us.
Put him on. Let's see what he has to say.
Mystics of Yunquay Summit. I heard about your triumph over the Exaltist Overseer in the Hollow. On behalf of Porcelumix, I would like to thank you for saving Waifei Peninsula and restoring the reputation of Tops. The Exaltists have been operating in secret throughout Waifei Peninsula. But thanks to you, Porcelumix was able to defuse the crisis and stop the catastrophe in time. To prevent similar incidents from happening again, we'll need to invest more capital and strengthen management across the Porcelume sector. And now, I'm finally in a position to negotiate with the higher-ups.
Wait a second.
Oh, you're overthinking it. I simply wish to harness more resources so I can better support my employees. It was my pleasure working with you, Mystics of Yunquay Summit. I hope we will have another chance to cooperate with each other.
I hope we don't. As for improving your employees' working conditions, I expect you to
You're
follow
excused.
through. I'll be watching.
And I'm not your bruh.
Since Yunquay Summit has returned and resolved this crisis for you,
Rest assured, you and everyone from Yunquay Summit. I have other matters to attend to.
This guy.
let him. We don't walk the same path. Oh, you may hand over what we recovered from the Exaltus base to the mayor, if we can find out the purpose of the device.
Got it, Shifu.
Awesome! But we still don't know where Belle's teacher is.
Thank you for helping us investigate, Fufu.
Yeah. Right
We
now,
got it.
we'll just have... Anyway, taking down the Exaltists was a big win.
Yay.
Bell. I had Fairy look up videos and recordings of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but still no sign of teacher. We tried to keep things light while talking to the others earlier, but I've been feeling a little uneasy this whole time. That photo, it's just like an illusion in the miasma. What if none of it was real? What if teacher was never in Wi-Fi Peninsula to begin with, and the whole thing was just a deception by the Exaltists, and you were attacked on the way here? I'm starting to think that was part of their setup. They created the miasma and hosted a ritual. But why? What are the Exaltists really after?
Wise, we shouldn't jump to conclusions. Even if we have doubts about the photo, we still have to investigate the Exaltists and get to the bottom of what really happened back then. As long as we keep digging, we'll find out what they're really up to.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I let my nerves get the better of me. We'll figure this out, step by step. As long as we stick together, we'll get to the truth eventually.
Lady Sarah, we've been attacked. The ritual was interrupted. We've also heard that the Overseer, he...
How many times have I told you? What you see with your own eyes isn't necessarily the truth. All you need to do is remain faithful. That's it.
Ah.
My lord, is everything on schedule?
That memory, I already have it.
Oh shit.
The plan can proceed.
Wait, is that? No, that's someone else. She's not the O-Ball Squad person. Oh, that just shows you all of them.
We fighting? Take me.
I have a bunch of people I haven't actually friended all the way. Stop saying those are new. They're not new. Listening out of a voice actor? Oh, they have talents. Or Mally too. Hmm.
Tonight's auction has some real gems. Don't miss out. You'll regret it.
Manager, you're here too! Manager, you're here too!
Is that the same voice actor?
Billy! And Nicole? Are you guys here for the mech test drive too? Hiring the cunning hares for a ride doesn't come cheap, you know. My connections catch wind of everything. Word on the street was that they dug up a mech, possibly from the old civilization. So of course I had to come see for myself. You're just here to see if there's something in it for you, huh?
Boss, didn't we overhear this at the noodle shop?
No, this is him. He just sounds weird today.
You were even doubting it at first.
Billy! Ugh, I should have brought Anby instead. Classic Nicole.
Proxy, sorry for calling you out here on such short notice. Is little Eos here too?
I knew it! Eos matters more to you than I do.
Not at all! Anyway, Anton should have given you a clear rundown on the mech, right?
It was pretty clear, considering it was coming from Anton.
The poor thing isn't trying to cause trouble. It's just going through something all machines experience at some point in their teenage years. A little machine social stress. When it's out of its comfort zone, it becomes impatient, loses control, and spirals into random fits of rage. It's classic adolescent syndrome. I can't help but feel bad for the little cutie.
Grace. What you're describing sounds like some kind of emergency defense system malfunction.
That's just an external factor. What's more important is that we need to show the machines a little more love, don't you think? It took me a lot of work to override its defense protocols and calm it down for now. Even Sweet Pea is completely exhausted from helping out. She's still sleeping. Actually, those two are kind of going through the same phase.
Shh, don't let her hear that. The repair costs, labor fees. We've got a lot of numbers to crunch for this one. Good thing it happened in the Hollow. Otherwise, the damage would have been way worse.
Don't worry, Ben. With the proxy's help, this mech could end up being pretty useful.
I thought I was just going to pilot the mech. Adolescent syndrome. Are you telling me this mech has self-awareness?
It's just following pre-programmed instructions to go berserk. It hasn't actually developed self-awareness. It's meant to be piloted, but right now, it's running entirely on preset commands. You'll understand once you see it for yourself. It's sleeping in our warehouse right now.
Ooh, I'm coming along too. Come on, Billy. We could totally sell this mech to the military and make a fortune. You guys should let the Cunning Hares in on this. Billy's a mech expert.
Boss, I just like reading mech comics. But this mech does look kind of familiar. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It was from a comic. What was the name again? It's about a Bangboo scientist who built a powerful mech to get revenge on humanity. Oh, the story must have been too cliche. I can't even remember the name.
Don't sell yourself short, Billy.
It's possible this mech's owner is a Bangboo. You all saw it just now. An adult wouldn't be able to fit in there. Even Sweet Pea wouldn't fit. That's why I asked the proxy to bring Eos along.
Grace, is the mech's defense system still active?
Sharp as always, Proxy. Yep, it's ready to explode at any moment. Ever since it was dug up, its defense protocols have been running non-stop, which means it's currently on the path of constantly going berserk and then self-destructing.
Why'd you suddenly move so far away from us, boss?
I just thought... Isn't it getting kind of late? Ambi and Nekomata are still waiting for us. Maybe we should head out.
Relax. We've still got time before this kid explodes. I couldn't fully disable the defense system, but I did manage to put together a temporary external cockpit. With this, you can control the mech remotely, Proxy. Here's the plan. Eos will enter the mech's internal cockpit to bypass, or rather, trick its defense protocols. Meanwhile, Proxy, you will use the external cockpit to establish a link and take control. Of course, since we haven't cracked the core defense system, you'll probably struggle to control it at first. That's why we'll need to improve control and compatibility through training, modifying, and real combat. Once we hit 100% control, we'll have full command over the mech, including its defense protocols. That means no more explosions. It'll be unleashed. I mean, saved.
Can you guarantee my safety, Grace?
To be honest, I can't. We're short on time and I haven't had the chance to fully test this method. But if it completely loses control, it won't just be Belobog Industries at risk.
Don't worry, Proxy. If it really comes down to it, Bro and I will have your back.
I'll also be monitoring
Got it. Let's get started then.
Alright, this is pretty cool. While in the red flame drive state. Flight module? Gun's pretty good. It's a parry. The head looks like those Mega Man robots with the construction hats.
How's it feel, Proxy?
Grace, wait!
The oxygen supply system is failing!
No, don't jump the gun. I just didn't have time to catch my breath.
Well, as long as it's not an issue with the external cockpit.
I knew it. In your eyes, the machines are all that matter.
I've run 97 simulations in my head. The max defense protocols were designed to resist external control. The way it's responding, is the problem worse than we thought?
I think you might be right. Its voice sounds really welcoming. From the moment I synced with it, it started blasting some dance music from the old civilization. And kept repeating stuff like, "Welcome, the destroyer of humanity!" Could it be some kind of...
Maybe it's just something its original owner programmed in.
Master Grace?
My proxy. You came up with that awfully quick.
Absolutely not. Don't make me sound like a weirdo.
Oh, I get it. But with a mech design this quirky and its programming so impeccable...
Did you just compliment yourself?
Please, stop resisting!
Zhu-Yan?
Manager?
Zhu-Yuan, are you training a new Bangbu?
Surely you're kidding. My schedule is packed. I don't have time to train anything.
Oh, look at this little cutie patootie! Oh, you're a feisty one!
Excuse me. Could you maybe not hug the suspect?
Suspect? Surely you don't mean little guy. What did it do? Steal electricity? Bully other Bangbu? What kind of crime could something this adorable commit?
Disturbing public order? It strolled into the shopping district, drew a massive crowd, and completely blocked traffic for 2 hours. We brought it in for questioning, and instead of cooperating, it started yelling at us, accusing us of interfering with its mission to find some golden mecha.
Golden mecha. Sounds like something straight out of a comic book.
Little guy, you sure you lost a gold mech and not, say, a gray one? That's a shame. I thought you might actually be its real owner. Cheap knockoff? Did you just call my work a cheap knockoff? Oh, little guy. Sounds like you're suffering from hollow-induced delusions.
Kill.
Don't worry. I know just how to fix that. Poor little guy. He's seriously unwell.
Bangbu destroying humanity. That sounds familiar.
Suspect, mind your words! Under new Eridu Public Safety Law, Article 132, threats against public safety carry a maximum sentence of 25 years. Manager, Grace, I'll take it back to public security for now. Sorry for all the trouble.
Wait. Somehow it feels like we're the ones who caused the trouble.
is your plan? Whoa, what a pretty little child! I've never seen it before, though. Watch out, Proxy. It's up to no good.
I think you stand a chance.
I can tell.
No one told me test driving a mech would be like this.
Proxy.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
What a remarkable child!
Is it just me, or is there some kind of... You don't have to be so loud. Hey, like I said, we can hear you.
You listened to my indie music playlist, didn't you?
Indie music? You mean the dance music blasting in the cockpit?
The hell is this face?
It was just a figure of speech.
It's our delusional little guy.
That's a long name.
The great golden little guy. Did you really design this mech? How'd you do it? It must be the Unit 01 you were talking about. But if this is all just your delusion, but don't worry, I'll be very gentle while reprogramming you into a good little bang-boo.
Sorry to interrupt. Thinking out loud again.
Huh? Little guy, are you sure you want to keep fighting?
Let's go, bro! Anton, the mech looks empty.
Huh? Another out-of-control mech accident?
Try looking down.
This is like PGR hidden story missions if they were fun. Can deflect bullets. So you can parry with a charge punch, I think. What? Why can't I chain chain Gale Kick anymore? You just lose some of them? I also don't have my ultimate anymore. Is this bugged?
You must know that the mech in Starlight Knight Season 5, Episode 372 at the 15-minute mark was totally based on this mech! So tell me, when you designed it, were you inspired by sci-fi comics?
As expected of the biggest action movie fan. Billy, you've changed the vibes completely!
Huh? Oh, nah. It showed up for like 15 seconds before Starlight Knight 1 punched it off the screen. But for a villain mech, it held up much better than most. It even made Starlight Knight pull out that move. You know the one, right? Oh, so cool.
Still talking big, huh, little guy?
You're surprisingly gullible.
You hired them for intel, and they just left.
I didn't know you're the kind of Bangbu that actually pays people for their time. You've got it all wrong. Bangbu have always been humans' friends in New Eridu.
External high voltage has scrambled your circuits. You're being delusional again, little guy. Huh. I thought a feisty little guy like you wouldn't make a sound during surgery. Relax, I just cleaned up your circuits a little. Bangbu have always been friends with humans.
Looking forward to your next visit. Is something on your mind, Grace?
That little guy. Hercules. Proxy, let's wrap up today's training.
shotgun mode. Gale Kick's great. I want to upgrade that. Guided missile. This is kind of looking more and more like Mega Man. Ooh, a flamethrower? Automatic missiles. Void Wing mode. Oh, can you only turn on some modules at a time or something? It just locks them sometimes. Eos, burn that man to death.
way too eager to admit defeat?
What's...
Don't fall for it, Proxy. It'll be bad if he changes his mind after getting inside.
Grace?
Yes, Proxy?
You were the one who convinced me to take the gamble last time.
I'd like to settle this peacefully, but it feels like everything is going way too smoothly. Maybe little guy really has changed his mind about us.
What do you say, Billy?
Huh? Me? You're asking me to decide? Usually I just do what Nicole says. Is everyone waiting for me to speak up? Oh, okay, but I still don't get what this Golden Bangbu is trying to do. I mean, things like destroying humanity only exist in outdated comics, right? Did I say something wrong? Your most treasured legacy. That old comic book? Wait, does that mean we're fighting now? Manager, I think I just screwed up the negotiation. Oh, not everyone, I guess.
Hey! You hurt, whatever your name is! Bangbu! My bro and I have been wanting to fight you! This time, you're not getting away from me.
Well, no need to ask Anton's opinion anymore.
Wait! That last line! That's straight out of the comic!
Little guy, you never disabled the attack mode on the backup mech, did you? When the proxy asked for my opinion earlier, I hesitated. So there wasn't a single moment where you actually considered making peace with us?
I knew it! He was up to no good this whole time!
I'm really not great at handling situations like this.
Manager, let's be real. That was on me. Man, I don't get it. Why is that old comic so important to him?
Comic?
I was really hoping there was still a way to get him to change his mind, but at this point, Proxy, well,
Any last words? Execution!
Continue!
Gunboat seems the strongest, honestly. Burn him to death. Doom, 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 doom.
Another golden mecha? Hold up. They're fighting each other.
Not right. Proxy, keep your distance! So close! Careful, Proxy! It's switching up its moves! Dodge them!
It's not letting me dodge them.
Watch out! It's not going to let up!
It wasn't letting me use the dodge button. It doesn't matter.
That's all you got?
Anton, Billy, is everyone at the construction site okay?
Yeah. Good thing you and Grace got here when you did. Manager, I finally remembered the name of that old comic, Golden Bamboo! The comic you treasure so much. It's called When Aliens Came to Earth, right? It's not outdated at all! The whole Bamboo avenging itself against humanity thing was just the beginning! What really stuck with me was the story after Chapter 6. It's my favorite part!
The universe's ultimate secret.
Huh? Did you read it too, Manager?
Hercules. Aren't you curious about how I managed to push the Golden Mecha to its final phase? The first time I sat in the mech, I heard a voice asking me, "What is the ultimate secret of the universe?" But the more I piloted the Golden Mecha, the more I started feeling like that question meant something. It wasn't until our last negotiation fell apart, when Billy muttered, "Why is that old comic so important to him?" that it finally clicked. I mean, how important can a comic really be? But what if the person who made it was your creator? Samson Hu, renowned engineer and inventor. Throughout his life, he created countless innovations. And yet, when asked about his greatest achievement, he always said it was a Bamboo. 20 years ago, he was killed in a corporate power struggle. The Bamboo he cherished so much disappeared that very same day. If that were true, you wouldn't have programmed that verification question into your mech. The moment I said the answer, all that blaring dance music cut out.
Our little Hercules wants to grow up into a strong, mighty Bamboo, huh? That's why you're always saying, I need to grow up faster. But you know, it's okay to take your time. I'll protect you. Your dream, my dream. We'll make them happen together.
The universe's ultimate secret is 42.
Oh my god.
It's your birthday, isn't it? 42?
Okay. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Maybe he believed that you could change this world. A little change for the better.
Can you hear me? Little guy, hear me out! You can stay here, just like all the other Bangbu, like Eos. You do hear me, right, little guy?
Man, that little Bangbu. Still as stubborn as ever.
Oh, finally. Hey, Grace, about my drill maintenance. Grace? Hello? Wait, you're not sad because he rejected you, are you?
What? No, I was just thinking about how everything's finally over. Yeah.
Manager, what do you want to eat later? If we're grabbing something, I'll tell Nicole I'm not heading back yet.
Can we just get takeout? I need to get started on disabling Zero One's defense system as soon as we get back.
Wait! Today's the last day on that self-destruct countdown, isn't it?
Eos is still inside!
Huh?
Huh? Oh. Evil laughter. The rest is later. Gonna spend this, call this a night. Then, yeah. What the hey?
No, Benjamin.